Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our national anthem. Miss Jana Cates.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track left, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All righty. Big shout out to Jana Cates from Longview, Texas. Kicking things off here this morning over here at field number 10 at Tinsley Athletic Complex, live from Bossier City, Louisiana. And this is the last game of the week. It's all come down to this, so all eyes on these young men. This is the AAA 2024 Division I 10U World Series Championship. Winner take all this morning. A beautiful morning here on a Wednesday out here in Bossier City. I'm Frank Sides with Texarkana Game Day in conjunction with the Diamond Youth Baseball Organization. And we are bringing you a championship game here between Hattesburg, Mississippi and Longview, Texas. Longview just about an hour and 10 minutes down the road from here. And Hattesburg, Mississippi is somewhere out east, I'm sure. And these two teams, this is a rematch of a game that happened yesterday morning, I believe. Maybe the day before. They're all starting to run together for me. But Hattesburg won a lopsided event. So now both teams coming into this one with one loss. Hattesburg won an elimination game last night. Texas had the bye.
Yes, sir.
We are just about ready to kick things off here. On the mound for Texas, number 3, Brady Holden's going to be your starting pitcher. Defense behind him out in left field. Sutton Cates in center field. We've got Malik McClain out in right field. Jude Holder, third baseman. Chewy Aranda, shortstop. Justice Dean over at second to Johnny Escamilla. First baseman today is Eladio Rios. And behind the plate is Tanner Tyson. Texas squad managed by Bobby Dean, assisted by Jesse Aranda and Johnny Escamilla. We'll tell you about the Mississippi defense when we see it. Leadoff man Dallas Richardson over there from Mississippi. He's going to be playing second base. It looks like Holden is ready to roll. Last warm-up pitch, and Richardson's going to step in to lead things off here in the championship bout.
Dallas Richardson.
Do-do-do-do-do. And again, Jana Cates at a Longview with the national anthem there. Excellent job. And here we go. First pitch to Richardson. That misses a little bit low. Both teams in the baby blue tops today. Gray pants for Mississippi. And it's 2-0 now. White pants for Texas. Scratch that. First pitch caught the plate. It is 1-1. First time tuning in. In my defense over here, I got a lot going on. Doing some producing, some play-by-play, keeping track of the book the best I can. Got an iPad, a computer, 2 pieces of paper, and an iPhone in front of me. 1-2 coming. And that ball is dribbled to the third baseman. They're going to be wide of the third base bag. It's going to be 1-2 again. And a reminder, we're going to have a hydration break after every 2 innings, starting with the bottom of the second. If I need to tell you why, it's Louisiana and it's August. If you're not familiar with Louisiana in August, count yourself lucky. 1-2. Strike 3 swinging, but it gets away. I don't think Richardson realizes it, or I'm not sure that rule exists in 10U. This is my first one of these. Strike 1 swinging. And that has just been confirmed. Apparently you cannot run to first on a swinging strike that gets away. Rules a little bit different here than the Ozone Championship. I'll figure those out as we get there. 1 down now. First pitch, little breaking ball. Clips the outside corner for strike number 1. And this is Brendan Brunner. And Brendan's playing third base for Mississippi this morning. And it is 1-1. Coaches for Mississippi, managed by Barrett Coco. Gonna have some trouble with this one. I can't read the handwriting. Chris Troon? Tron? Don't know. 2-1. And Stephon Richardson. And foul tipped at the plate. It's 2-2. And if you're watching from Longview and you recognize this voice, you probably should. My literal day job is to cover the Longview Lobos high school team and just add a chance. The 10U Longview squad is representing Texas here this morning. One hopper to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Good play, out number 2. A substantially better start for this Texas squad here today than the other day. Had a lot of fielding errors early on. Wasn't playing real clean.
Stepping up to the plate, number 13, Connor Vanderheiden.
So if you're watching from Mississippi, and I refer to a team as the Lobos, it is Texas. It'll happen a few times today. Nothing I can do about it. It's ingrained in me after half a decade of doing that. 2 down now. And that's driven to right. Ooh, almost clipped her umpire across the forehead, but it's foul. Gets out of the way. Shows some athleticism out there. Hard hit ball from Vanderheiden. And Connor, wearing number 13, playing shortstop today. And again, both teams in baby blue. Mississippi trimmed in white and gray. Texas in white, red, and Texas Ranger blue. 0-1 coming. And that catches the outside corner. So good start here early for Brady Holden. Throwing strikes. And I'll ask you once, and I'm going to ask you at least a dozen more times to click share. It's Wednesday morning at 9:40. You aren't doing anything at the office yet. Strike 3 swinging. Gets him with a curved ball, and we're going to head to the first break. After the top of the first, we're still tied scoreless here at 0. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. We are back here. And Texas is going to come to the plate. Bottom of the first, leadoff man is going to be Justice Dean. And the pitcher for Mississippi, Cray Elsie. The defense behind him out in left field is Cannon Myrick. Out in center is Maxwell Holmes. Right field's Andrew Kelly. Over at third is Brendan Brunner. Shortstop is Connor Vanderheiden. Second baseman is Dallas Richardson. And John Fisher Breland is at catcher. He started the game yesterday morning against this Texas squad. And if you're listening in from the Mississippi squad and I mispronounce anyone's name, feel free to pop your head in here and correct us. That way we can get it right moving forward. It's the least we can do for these young men. Again, this is the 10U group. And Texas sent Longview sent the 12U, the 10U, and the 7U. The 7U won the World Series. The 12U came up short in the ozone level, as Georgia won a thriller last night. If you guys haven't checked that out when this one ends, go back and watch it. One of the better baseball games I've ever seen at any level. Just momentum shifting home runs almost every inning. I don't want to spoil it for you, but just trust me. If you got some time this week or today, go back and check that out. So it looks like Elsie is just about ready. His catcher's got the gear on finally, so he's going to give him a couple tosses. And the lefty, Justice Dean, waits to lead things off here for this Texas squad. All right, we're ready. Texting some messages to a camera operator. This is a different crew than the one I've worked with all week, so we're going to try to get on the same page in real time here. So Justice Dean steps in. Elsie, first pitch coming here. And it's a good fastball that catches the outside corner. That misses. One and one to Dean. Elsie tries that outside corner and misses. It's 2-1 now. So 3-1 to Dean now from Elsie. And that misses low. So Texas has a leadoff base runner. And it comes via the free pass.
Stepping up to the plate, number 1, Johnny Escamilla.
And Johnny Escamilla steps in, the second baseman, another lefty. First pitch to him is going to catch the lower part of the zone. And it is 0-1. No leads in this age group. So one of the things we saw quite a bit over in the ozone. It's our first time trying to attempt pickoffs. So a lot of the mistakes made by the defensive team came on pickoff attempts over there because you didn't grow up doing that. And the 1-1 catches the corner, and Escamilla is behind 1 and 2. Strike 3 called. Runner takes off. And he's still second, but Escamilla down looking for out number 1.
Now batting number 13, Malik McClain.
And Malik McClain steps in. Runner in scoring position out there at second. 1 down, he takes a ball. That's foul. 1-1. 1-1 misses low. So McLean, if he can find a hole here, he's got a shot to drive in the go-ahead run for Texas very early in this one. 2-hopper up the middle, fielded cleanly by the shortstop, throws over, and out number 2 comes on the ground ball to the shortstop. But Dean makes his way over to third.
Number 3, Brady Holden.
So Brady Holden, the pitcher, steps in, looking for a 2-out RBI here. And he takes high. And that misses inside. And it is 2-0 now to Holden. Pretty good hitter spot here. Looking to drive something 2-0. And that misses. So I've been doing these games for 2 weeks straight and have yet to see a young man with a green light on 3-0. And in a championship game, I suspect that won't change, and it doesn't. Runners at the corners now with 2 down. And Tanner Tyson going to make his way to the plate.
Now batting number 2, Tanner Tyson.
Coach Coco going to make his way out to the mound, bring his infield in, have a quick little chat. As the Mississippi pitcher, Craelzy, is about to throw his 18th pitch of the first inning. And I believe the pitch count is 10 lower here at 10U, so he's got 75 to play with today. And I'm not sure on where they stand outside of him on pitchers available. You can hear the Texas crowd chanting 2-out rally. So Tyson steps in and takes that high and away. Again, runners on the corners, but 2 down here in the first for this Texas squad, looking to avenge a loss from yesterday morning. Big swing at that 1-0 pitch, but Tanner swings through it. And Tanner's the catcher for this Texas squad today. One coming. Foul tip. And Elzy is a pitch away from getting out of a jam here in the first and getting his team back in the dugout all square. 1-2 coming. And that misses high. Runner's going to take off. And not sure what happened there, but the catcher throws it directly at the pitcher's knees. Luckily, he's able to get down there and make the stop. So 2-2 now with runners on second and third. That hits him in the head. It looks like he's going to bounce up quickly and take his base. And a little bit of pressure on the Mississippi starting pitcher and defense right now with the bases loaded. We're going to check on Tanner, and he looks like that was just a glancing blow. And Sutton Cates going to come to the plate after the Texas coaches have a quick little chat with the umpire. We're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher. Looks like that's going to be... The rules here state you can pitch run for the pitcher and the catcher, but it has to be the previous hitter, and I think both the previous hitters are on base, so can't see his jersey, don't know who's down there. It doesn't matter. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the first pitch to Sutton Cates misses away. So a walk, 2 quick outs by Cray Elsie, and he's lost his release point a little bit here in the first. And that pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Cates calls time, and now he's going to go talk to his third base coach. And Texas threatening here in the first, but with 2 outs. So Elsie's a pitch away from getting out of this jam. And Cates is a swing away from blowing this one open early. Gonna have time called. Elsie's gonna come set. Cates is ready. Here we go with the 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Good pitch. Needed that one, so Cates is behind now. Outfield shifted a little bit towards right. 1-2. Strike 3 called, rung him up, and that's it for the first. Elsie gets out of a jam. We're going to go to the top of the second, tied at 0 here in the championship game at the 10U AAA level in the 2024 DYB World Series. Okay, we're back. And Brady Holden back out on the mound for Texas. Making some audio adjustments here.
Now batting number 21, Aiden Hathorn.
So Aiden Hathorn steps in. Takes the first pitch from Brady Holden up above his head. It's 1-0. And Aiden's playing first base today, and I saw him in the first game these two played. Man's got some pop for a kid this age group. He takes that outside. It's 2-0. And that one catches the plate from Holden. Again, if you're just now tuning in, a reminder to click share. I want as many folks watching these young men as we can get this morning. Big swing at a 3-1 pitch, and it's going to be full now. Full count pitch misses high, and Hathorn's going to trot down to first.
Stepping up to the plate, number 5, John Fisher Breland.
And John Fisher Breland steps in, the catcher today. If you're watching from somewhere other than Mississippi or Texas and are considering coming down next year for the DYB World Series, I implore you to do so. It's been a really fun event. Everybody's had a blast. And I think we're going to be in a state next year that's not going to be quite as hot as it is here in, I almost said East Texas, but it's West Louisiana, 20 miles from the Texas border. 22, that is. Strike one called to Breland. But the facilities here have come through this week. 0-2 now. So Brady Holden, after the walk to Haythorne, has started Breland out with an 0-2 count. A little dribbler to second. He makes the turn and throws to second. He's safe. Uh-oh. A lot of speed out there on first. And now we've got 2 on with nobody out for Mississippi.
Now batting for Mississippi, number 34, Andrew Kelly.
And Andrew Kelly steps in. And out there at second base, Johnny Escamilla was looking to get the lead runner. And Haythorne slid in before the throw. And now there's 2 on with nobody out here. And Holden's going to have to buckle in. Or buckle down, that is. Swing and strike one. That's Andrew Kelly at the plate. And Andrew's out in right field, or at least started out there this morning. There'll be a ton of substitutions. And that misses. They're going to throw behind the runner at first and almost get him sleeping and drifting off the bag over there. Anyway, every kid has to play 2 innings in the field, and every batter has to hit in order, 1 through 11 here. Ball 2, 2-1. So the coaches have communication devices. I don't know if device is the right word. It's like an intercom system. They communicate with the booth here and convey their defensive substitutions. And half the time I've got my headphones on and can't hear. So I'll call them as I see them. But just know that there's going to be some switching around in the field. 3-1 coming now. 2 on already, nobody out. Little breaking ball. Doesn't break. It's bases loaded, no outs now for Mississippi here in the top of the second. And Coach Dean's going to head to the mound and talk to his young pitcher. And the opposing pitcher, Cree Elsie, is going to come to the plate. With the bases loaded and nobody down here in the second. So Holden's going to have to work to get out of this one. The first mound visit of the inning. If he heads there again, we're going to have a new pitcher. Holden asks for a new ball. And his request appears to be granted.
Now batting number 7, Craig Elsie.
So Craig Elsie steps in a pretty big spot early in this one. Looking to hit something hard somewhere. And it's a 1-hopper, a 2-hopper to the shortstop, or the second baseman, I'm sorry. Uh-oh, gets the out at second. The ball thrown away. We're coming home with it. He's out, he slid under the tag. And the runner is going to move to second because there's nobody covering the bag. And they throw down to tag a kid that I think is already out. There's a ton of confusion here. I think he was walking off the field. There's going to be a discussion here. Because I believe he was forced at second, was trotting back to the dugout. Texas thought he was running to third, and we're going to have to work this out. That was a lot going on there, but I think 2 runs scored. One of the reasons why one of the teams wears a different colored jersey. Let's see what they come up with here. Because I'm telling you, that man was forced out at second. We should have first. Well, the second run scored, so 2 of the 3 base runners scored. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure we have it right on the field. Shows bunt. It's 2-0 Mississippi. We got it worked out. Runner's going to scoot down to second on a wild pitch. So forced at second, a run scored. And then they tried to catch the runner at third behind him, threw that away, and he scored. And then the runner that was forced out at second was trotting to the dugout on the same route you would take if you were advancing to third. Third baseman thought he was still live and tagged him, but he was already out. And that misses. 2-1 now. 2-2. Scratch that. I missed a pitch in all the commotion. It's 2-2. Strike three swinging. Holden thinks there's 3 outs. There's only 2. The runner advances to third. In his defense, 2 people were called out last play. So now everybody's squared up now.
Number 44, Cannon Myrick.
So Cannon Myrick steps in with a runner on third now with 2 down. And the first pitch to Myrick misses low, I believe. And it's 1-0. And Holden tries to hit the outside corner and can't. It's 2-0. Shows bunt. Pulls back, takes a strike on the outside corner. So a good pitch away here from Holden. Away from getting his team back in the dugout. Only allowing 2 runs in a bases loaded, nobody out situation. It's 3-1 now. Foul back to the net. The count's full. And Holden working pretty quickly out there.
Texas pitcher is at 39 pitches.
About to throw his 40th pitch of the day. And it's a strike called on the outside corner. We're going to head to the bottom of the second. Texas now trails Mississippi 2-0.
Let's go, baby. Bust it. Behind you, big hand, short swing. Short swing, your ball will travel. Let's go.
All righty. Bottom of the second now. And Ellie Rios.
For Texas, number 28, Ellie Rios.
And Ellie steps in for Texas. Ellie's playing first today. The first pitch to Rios misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Inside corner, strike number 1. Hard hitter. Back up the middle. 2 hops to the pitcher. Throws over and makes the play. Quick out. And a much needed quick out for the pitcher, Elsie.
Number 7.
He threw 27 pitches in the first. So Chewy Aranda, I'm sorry, steps in. Pops up the first pitch he sees to shallow center. The center fielder is there to make the play. 3 pitches, 2 up, 2 down. Creelzy.
Now batting number 27, Holloman Payne.
So Holman Payne's going to step in. Holman didn't start this one out in the field here today, but he will play his 2 innings, and the first pitch he sees is popped up to shallow right. The second baseman makes the play, and on 4 pitches, Texas goes down in order in the bottom of the second. We're going to take a 5-minute hydration break here. We'll be back in just a couple minutes here on the official DYB Facebook page.
That's that Harrison County, Panola County, Rush County, bam, 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 you know, right there. Go down that road. You ain't got a way down that road, do you? Is it because you worried about a way permit? Yeah. Try not to get a ticket when I'm on deferred on the other ticket. That's the only time I try not to get a ticket. In the same, yeah, in the same county. If I'm deferred, then I'll go to speed limit. But if I'm not, I'm gonna go my way. I just come off deferral, matter of fact. I've talked about myself out. I do it too. I just talk to them like the regular people. That's like this. Yeah, that's what I say all the time. How y'all doing today? Well, it's good to see you. That's me. That one got me out of I was in Jasper. I saw they had you, so I figured I was free reign. Brandon Essence just texted me and said, I hope no cops are watching the game. They're going to be looking for you on the way home. They got me on camera. Oh. Hey, y'all turn that microphone off. I just got another check. Christy Ames.
That may take the field.
Sound very ignorant. Uh-huh. Christy Ames, Minnesota, they're gonna be watching.
It looks like the 5-minute hydration break has come to an end. So I'm back with you. Got some breakfast here. I'll eat that between innings. And Payne back out of the mound for Texas. Or Holden, sorry, not Payne. And I think Maxwell Holmes is going to step to the plate here.
Now batting for Mississippi, number 24, Maxwell Holmes.
And Max is over in center field today. He takes the first pitch from Holden. Low for ball number 1. Ball 2. Two-0 pitch coming. That's a little breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Good 2-0 pitch from Holden there. Not a lot you can do with that. Sitting fastball 2-0. And that one sails to the backstop. So the center fielder for this Mississippi squad ahead 3-1 here. His team out in front 2-0. Looking for a leadoff base runner here in the second. And he looks back, says, was that ball 4? Umpire says, it sure was. And Max is going to head down to first base.
Stepping up to the plate, number 20, Logan Green.
And Logan Green's going to step in. Shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike 1. Logan didn't start today in the field, but will play his 2 innings. A ground ball to the first baseman. It's Ferry, steps on the bag, throws down to second, but he slides in before the tag, and Holmes makes his way to scoring position here with 1 down in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting number 27, Dallas Richardson.
And Dallas Richardson steps in. And Dallas started this one out with a strikeout back in the first. First pitch swinging at a high fastball, 0-1. And Holden has thrown 48 pitches so far. Remember, he's got, I believe, 75 to play with at this level. That's ripped into left field. Gonna have to hold the runner at third. Good play out there in left. Not sure who's out there in left this inning, but either way, started out with Cates, and that's not Cates out there. Runners on the corners now, and nobody down.
Now batting number 22, Brendan Bruner.
So leadoff, 2-0 hitter Brendan Bruner steps in. He grounded out his first time up, got a chance with a ground ball here up the middle to push across run number 3 of the game with the Texas infield back. First pitch to him misses outside, 1-0. And it's 2-0 now. So Brunner If he can put a ball in play here, run number 3 most likely scores with a couple exceptions. And they got a runner caught between first and second. And he beats the throw. Stolen base. So 3-0 now to Brunner. Runners on second and third, nobody down. Let's see if he's got the green light here. He does not, and he takes ball 4. So another bases loaded jam here for Holden. And unfortunately for him,
13, Connor Vanderheiden.
this go round he's got to face the 3 and 4 hole hitters with the bases loaded. 1 down now for Connor Vanderheiden. Curveball lined, would have scored 3 probably, but it just goes foul. 0-1. He hit that ball hard out in front of a breaking ball from Holden. So it's 0-1. If he can find a way to get Vanderheiden here without allowing a run, the task becomes a little easier to get out of this jam. And he misses up high with the 0-1. And the first of what will be half a dozen or so massive planes flies overhead. That's what you're hearing. That misses away. So it's 2-1 now. The number 3 hitter in the spot in the order, Connor Vanderheiden, the shortstop, ahead of Holden now. Bases loaded, 1 down. Looking to drive something. It's popped up. What a play! Wow! I'm not sure if the infield fly rule was in effect or if it even existed, Tinu. I didn't see it called. That may be the best defensive play we've seen all week. Wow!
Number 21, Aiden Hathorn.
Wow, wow, wow. First pitch misses away to the cleanup man, Aiden Hathorn. Aiden's got a chance to do something special here with 2 outs, but Holden with a fantastic play. 2-0, falls behind another hitter here with the bases loaded. And if he can find a way in back-to-back innings to get out of bases-loaded situations with only 2 runs coming across, it will have felt like a minor miracle. Kept his team in the game, in the championship game. Remember, winner takes all here. And that catches the corner. Massive 2-2 pitch coming from Holden to Hathorn. Bases loaded, 2 down. And Holden steps off. Pitch number 62 coming. He's got 75 to play with. Strike 3 swinging. Massive spot there for Holden. 2 excellent defensive plays by Texas, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd. Texas trails Mississippi 2-0. Got a good look there at the starting pitcher for this Mississippi squad out of Hattesburg. That's Cree Elzy. Held Texas scoreless through 2 on 31 pitches. And again, this is it, the final game of the 2024 DYB World Series. This is the AAA 10U Division I championship game between Texas, the squad out of Longview, just a couple miles down the road, and the squad from Hattesburg, Mississippi. Hattesburg beat Texas about 24 hours ago. Jude Holder steps in. Texas is close enough in the crowd. We got some of that 12U team out there watching. A little two-hopper to the third baseman and throws wide. Infield single, unofficially. I'm not the official scorekeeper, but if I were, I'd give him credit for a single. It's irrelevant what I think right now, though.
Now batting number 15, Kyron Goff.
Kyron Goff steps in. Let's see if they ask Kyron to bunt here. Kyron's out in left field. That last half inning, he pops one straight back. He was the name I was looking for. He fielded the ground right and left and made a nice throw to keep the runner from scoring on the single. 0-1. Popped up again, out of play. 0-2 to Goff. Goff hits in the 11 hole in the order, which is a phrase I've not said at all in my life until this week. Justice Dean, the leadoff man, waits on deck. 1-2. Hard hit to the third baseman. Throws to second for the lead runner, but nobody's there. And Texas is going to have runners on first and third with nobody down. So here come the Lobos. There it is, the first time of the day. The Texas team out of Longview. Top of the order up now, and Justice Dean, the lefty, as Coach Coco is going to go out and talk to his infield. I'm going to hit mute and take a bite of eggs. You can hear the Let's Go Justice chant coming from my right, your left.
Now batting for Texas, number 99, Justice Dean.
And Justice Dean steps in. Justice led off the bottom of the first with a walk. While back, takes the first pitch for a strike. And Goff is going to swipe second without a throw. 0-1 now. So Dean now with a chance to tie this thing with a hard hit single somewhere. Outside corner, strike two. Umpire's got a consistent zone. He's going to give you the outside part of the plate, it looks like here in this one. So he goes there again. Ooh, just missed. Good pitch. 1-2. And if I am LZ, that's a well I keep going to. Not a whole lot you can do with that pitch either. Just hope it's not called a strike. 1-2 coming. Went there again. Rung him up. Strike three. I think Justice Dean appears to have thought that was a ball.
Escamilla.
So Johnny Escamilla steps up. Johnny struck out his first time up. That's driven to the shortstop on a line drive. Both runners are back. Good play over there. Could have been a double play. Could have been disaster for Texas if they had slipped too far off the bases. But Elsie makes a couple good pitches, and now he's a pitch away from getting out of a huge jam with the lead. And Malik McClain. Fastball. Strike number one, outside corner. Looks like this is going to be a fun one. We really, really, really appreciate you tuning in. We'd like you to share this feed and let some folks know where they can watch baseball on a Wednesday morning. Count even at one now to McClain. Looking for a two-out RBI single here. or double. Either way. 2-1. Just needing a hit. Or if you're Texas, a wild pitch would bring in the first run of the game. 2-1 now to McLean. Dribbler up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for the shortstop. McLean's got some speed, and he beats McLean to the bag with a throw. Nice play by the shortstop. Back-to-back plays. We're going to head to the top of the fourth. Mississippi leads Texas 2-0 for the championship here from Bossier City, Louisiana. We're back. Holding back out on the mound. Kate's back out and left. And Holder back out and right. You see Hold in on the mound for Texas. First pitch to Breland. Misses 1-0. John Fisher Breland reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Strike one, it's 1-1. And the 1-1 catches the corner. 1-2 now. Foul back. We'll do the 2-2 again. And this game has been quite a bit cleaner than the first one between these two teams. Defense is a little bit sharper, as both teams have faced elimination so far. A little more used to the pressure that comes with that. And it's 1-2 again after a foul back. Pitch number 68 coming for Holden. And I believe at the 10U level he's got 75, not 85 like the Ozone players. He steps off. Not sure if he had a problem seeing the sign there, but looks like we're ready with the 1-2. Pitch number 68 coming. Swung on and fouled back. Good at bat working here from Breland. Pop up. Oh, another fine defensive play. The first baseman makes an over shoulder the grab in foul territory. That's Eli Rios out there at first. So one down now for Mississippi.
Now batting number 34, Andrew Kelly.
And Andrew Kelly steps in. Andrew walked off of Holden his first time up, and the first pitch to Kelly catches the outside part of the plate. Strike one. One and one. 1-2 now after the foul. And Holden at 72 pitches. So if he can get Kelly here, he can at least start the next batter. Try to get out of the inning before he reaches his pitch count. Popped up, foul, 73 pitches. And some good at-bats here from Breland and Kelly to start things off here in the fourth, the fifth and sixth batters in the lineup. Strike three swinging on one up and out of the zone. 2 out. And it looks like at 74 pitches, Holden is going to get to face one more. He can finish the batter. And that batter is going to be Cree Elzy, the opposing pitcher.
7, Cree Elzy.
So Holden's got one more hitter. And he misses up with the first pitch, 1-0. Sounds like the Texas crowd thought that might have been a strike. 1-0 coming. Ground ball to the shortstop. Has to go back on it. A lot of speed. In time. Out number 3. So 1-2-3 for Mississippi. Holden goes 4 for Texas. We'll be back with the bottom half of the inning here in just a second. Still a 2-0 ball game here. Winner take all of the AAA 10U championship at the 2024 DYB World Series. So Cree Elzy back out on the mound here for this Hattesburg, Mississippi squad. Held Texas scoreless through 3 and on 45 pitches. So he's got 30 or so to play with. Averaging 15 pitches an inning. So this might be the last inning for Mr. Elzy. And pitched out of a couple jams his last couple innings. And Texas had a couple on and the bases loaded at one point and could not push a run across. Been a good one so far. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'd love for you to click that share button and get as many folks watching this as we can get.
Texas, number 3, Brady Holden.
Holden pops up the first pitch he sees. First baseman calls for it. A 1 pitch out. So the cleanup hitter for Texas pops out on the first pitch he sees, and Tanner Tyson steps up.
Stepping up, number 2, Tanner Tyson.
Tanner took a grazing blow off the helmet with a 3-1 pitch his first time up. Took his base via the hit by pitch, and he fouls off the first pitch off the end of the bat. Foul wide of the first base coach over there. That's in there for a strike. Checked the swing, but didn't matter. It's 0-2 now. And Elzy with a waste pitch there. Hung on to his fastball a little too long. Missed the zone wide. It is 1-2. That's hit to first base. Fielded cleanly and easily. Steps on the bag. Out number 2. Well, Elzy's at 50 pitches, so it's only taken 5 to get the first 2 here for Texas in the 4th.
Now batting number 9, Sutton Cates.
And he's really settled in here lately. Sutton Cates steps in. And Sutton, victim of the strikeout his first time up. Catches that outside corner, 1-1. And again, that's a well I'd continue going to. Going to give you that corner. Tried again, but missed it low, 2-1. Cates is out in left field for Texas today. And he's ahead 3-1. Looking for a 2-out base runner for this Longview squad. He swings at the 3-1 pitch, fouls it straight back. The count's full. Pitch number 56 coming from Cree Elsie. Low scoring game here early. Full count pitch. Cates stays alive as he fouls that back. Another full count pitch fouled back. So Cates staying alive here and doing what the two hitters before him could not, and adding some pitches to the count of Elsie, who has been effective today on the mound. The sooner you can get him out, the better for Texas. That's blooped in left. It's going to drop for a single, and it gets past the left fielder. Cates is going to take off for second. And in there with a single, and he reaches second via the error out there, unofficially. And Texas again has a runner in scoring position. Good at bat there by Sutton Cates. And Eli Rios steps in with a chance to drive in the first run for Texas today. And it looks like some sort of little breaking ball from Elsie to start the at bat. Up and in, called for a strike. Had some cut spin on it of some sort. 0-1, and Rios pops that up. Foul out of play. So Ellie now behind 0-2, and pitch 61 coming from Elsie. Remember, he's got 75, averaging 15 pitches an inning. If he can get him here, he's got a shot to give his team 5 today in the championship game. Tried the breaking ball. Broke. Didn't break enough. 1-2. So Eladio steps back in. Open stance. Bat not moving. Bounces in. Cates is going to head down to third. Now Texas has the run. 60 feet away. Sorry, I had to get confirmation. I've been doing ozone all week. And that misses low. So full count now to Rios. Runner on third, 2 down. And pitch 64 coming from Cree Elsie. 2 innings to play after this one. In this winner-take-all championship match in the 10U division. Ball 4. So back-to-back base runners for Texas. Cates with a single to left. Rios with a walk. And Chewy Aranda comes to the plate as Coach Coco is going to head out and talk to his infield and his pitcher. 64 pitches unofficially for Elsie.
2 outs. So if I remember, he can make 3 trips before he has to, in an inning before he has to check. Right?
Okay. First mound visit from Coco. Coach Coco. And Chewy,
Stepping up to the plate, number
this Longview
7,
third baseman, steps in.
Aranda.
And as we get deeper into this one, the spots get bigger and bigger. Looking for a hit. Strike 1. I believe that's just 2 singles for Texas in this one. So Elsie, excellent job on the mound here. 0-1 coming. Hard hit the middle, snagged by the pitcher on a couple hops. Throws over and they're out of another jam. We're going to head to the top of the 5th, and a 5-minute hydration break here. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. You are watching the championship game between Mississippi and Texas in the 10U division here, AAA Ozone 2024 DYB World Series.
vacate the field.
Everyone is hydrated, or at least well on their way. The hydration break is over. And as a reminder, we do that because it's about the kids and their safety. And it's Louisiana, and it's August. And Justice Dean is on the mound for Longview. Justice is going to move over from shortstop. His team trailing 2-0 in the championship game here of the 10U AAA Division I DYB championship game. We appreciate you tuning in from wherever you're watching. We appreciate you watching all week. It's been a lot of fun. Been a well-ran tournament. Facility's awesome.
Mississippi has met their defense
It's hot, but
requirements.
it's out of their control.
And after this inning, you can say the same thing about Texas, assuming number 27.
So Dean is tasked with a pretty, I don't know if the task is simple. In theory, it is.
Stepping up to the plate,
Simple to explain.
Mississippi is number 25.
He needs to get out of this inning without allowing another run, right? Keep it at 2. See if his offense can threaten a little bit. And Cash Coco, coach's son, leading things off here for Mississippi. I haven't made sure, but my intuition tells me they've got the same last name. Probably father-son. So Coco takes the first pitch off the plate for a ball, and now it's 2-0. Scratch that, it's 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2 now. Gonna have to reset this thing that's got my balls and strikes on the screen because it's not working. Give me 1 second here. 1-2 pitch. Bounces low. It's 2-2 now to Coco. There we go. We're back up and running. Otherwise, you would have just had to take my word for it, right? Two pitch misses away. And Coco going to be looking at a 3-2 pitch, looking for a leadoff base runner here in the top of the 5th for Mississippi. Again, out of Hattesburg. Getting late here. 2 innings to go. Strike 3, swinging. Good pitch from Dean. And it's going to bring up Cannon Myrick.
Now batting, number 44, Cannon Myrick.
I think it's Cannon. No one's popped in the booth to correct me after saying it about 30 times over the course of 2 days. Shows bunt. Fouls it straight back into the net. There's 2 A's. It's C-A-N-A-A-N. Cannon. Canaan. Canane. We'll go with Cannon. 0-1 now. He checks a swing ball, 2. And as you can hear, as it gets a little bit later in this one, a little tenser, the crowd's not quite as loud, so it's going to be all me for a minute. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Myrick. Again, Mississippi in baby blue, trimmed in gray with pinstripes. Texas in baby blue, trimmed in navy with the white pants. 1-2 coming. Strike 3, swinging. Another good pitch from Dean. And he's an out away from getting his team in the dugout.
Now
Still trailing by 2.
Number 24, Maxwell Holmes.
Maxwell Holmes steps to the plate. And I've seen his mom or someone related to him by the crowd might call him Max a few times. So I'm going to do that. Max steps in and takes a little, looks like a little cut fastball. Too hard to be a breaking ball. Either way, inside corner, strike 1. And Dean's coming out here throwing strikes and working quickly as he misses with the 0-1. And Max walked his first time up. It's 2-1 now. Little defensive swing. I think he pats himself on the helmet with the bat as if to say, Max, let that one go. 2-2 now. Driven into right field for a single. Good piece of hit, and they're going to try to force him. But not in time. It was close. The right fielder was playing shallow there. Saw that once this tournament.
Stepping up to the plate, number 20, Logan Green.
So Max is on with a single to right field. And the force out that I saw was the exact same situation, except there were runners on second and third with 2 outs. So a 2 RBI single turned into a ground out, and they ended up losing by 2 runs. There's a little dribbler to the pitcher. Dean fields it cleanly, throws over, and quickly Texas is out of the top of the 5th. And we're headed to the bottom. They got to score 2 runs before they record 6 outs, or this one's over. Be back in just a couple seconds. Last warm-up toss coming from Elsie. Throw down by Breland. And here we go for the bottom of the 5th. And Elsie's at 66 pitches. And that is relevant because he's only got 75 today. And if you're Texas, this young man has kept you off the board all day. So the faster you can get him off that mound, the better it is for you, it appears. Again, I've not done any advanced scouting on this Hattesburg, Mississippi team, so I don't know what they've got behind him, but I presume he's one of their better pitchers, as he's scheduled around him and his pitch count to get him here fully rested for the championship game. Ground ball to the back to the mound, fielded cleanly and thrown over. And one quick out for Texas here in the 5th. And 68 pitches now for Elsie.
Stepping up to the plate, number 10, Jude Holder.
So Jude Holder steps in. One of the 2 singles for Texas today of the infield variety. And again, that's unofficial. I'm not keeping the official scorebook over there or game changer. It looks like we're doing it the modern way. So I don't know exactly how that was scored, but I know he reached the base. And a first pitch grounder to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly, thrown over. And 3 pitches into his inning, Elsie has retired the first 2 Texas batters in the 5th.
Now batting number 15, Kyran Goff.
Kyran Goff steps in. Reached on a fielder's choices last time up. The top of the order waits on deck for Texas. And if Elsie keeps throwing strikes, he may be on the mound for the 6th, at least when it starts. Strike 2. Pitch number 72 coming from Elsie. 0-2. That's fielded cleanly by the pitcher. Throw over, and that's in time. So 3 up, 3 down for Texas in 7 pitches. So Elsie might be able to come back out and face a batter in the 6th. We'll be there in just a second. Be back in about 30 seconds. Here live on the DYB Facebook page. Dean back out on the mound for Texas. Same job here in the 6th he had in the 5th. He needs to get this team back into the dugout with a chance to tie it in the bottom half of the inning, only needing 2 runs. And it's been a really, really good baseball game. Some quality pitching. Just a couple minor mistakes in the field in the inning where Mississippi scored their 2 runs is the difference in the ball game. Otherwise, it's been a really, really, really clean and relatively quickly paced game. First pitch from Dean to Richardson. Swung on and missed. Strike number 1. And Richardson, the leadoff man for Mississippi, they got the top of the order up here looking for some insurance runs. Strike 2. And Dean's just pumping a good fastball in there at the top of the zone and daring Mississippi to hit it. 0-2 coming. Rips off a breaking ball and Richardson turns on it. Oof. If he'd have straightened that one out, it'd have been 3-0. Good swing at that. Right idea. He just left it hanging over the middle of the plate. 0-2 again. And that misses high. And you can kind of feel the tension in the audience. Just no one saying a word. 1-2. Strike 3 swing, another high fastball. 1 down in the 6th.
Stepping up to the plate for Mississippi, number 22, Brendan Bruner.
So Bruner, or it might be Brunner with the 2 N's. I apologize if I've been mispronouncing that all week. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. And Brendan today, ground out and a walk as he takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike. It is 1-1. Literal silence in the crowd right now. First time I've heard that all week. That's fouled back. It's 1-2 now. Let's see if Dean turns again to the high heater. He doesn't, but it's grounded over the second baseman, fielded cleanly. And out number 2 comes via the ground out. That's Chewy Aranda over there at second making the play. And 2 down now for Vanderheiden. And Vanderheiden was the man at the plate with the bases loaded, 1 down, and popped it wide of the mound, and Holden made an excellent play. Laid out full extension for it. 0-2 now to Vanderheiden. Dean is a strike away from getting us to the bottom of the 6th here, with the top of the order due up for Texas. Get a runner on, we can get some interesting at-bats the rest of the way, but first he's got to get this batter. And he misses high, 1-2. And again, one last time, thank everybody for tuning in. There are a ton of you watching. I'd like as many of you as possible to click the share button, and let's get some folks watching the final inning of this one. These kids deserve it. Another foul ball. So Vanderheiden stays alive, and we'll have another 1-2 pitch coming. And again, Elzy only at 72 pitches, so I expect him to come out and at a minimum face the leadoff man, Justice Dean, and why wouldn't he? Line drive, another 2-out single, the opposite field. And Vanderheiden is on with a 2-out single for this Mississippi squad, and the cleanup man is going to come to the plate.
Now batted number 21, Aiden Hathorn.
And Aiden Hathorn steps in. And I've seen this young man a couple times this week as Coach Dean heads out to the mound and talks to his son. And Aiden can really hit. And I've seen him hit some rockets over on field number 9 the first time these two teams played yesterday morning. Got a chance here if he can put something in a gap somewhere to push across an insurance run with 2 outs here in the 6th.
All right, Justin, get him.
First pitch coming to Hathorn. Curved ball. Swung on and fouled at the plate. It's 0-1. Looks like he tried it again. Runner's going to try to steal second on the throw. And he got away and he beats the tag. That ball didn't get as far past the catcher as it looked like it was going to. And he almost had a shot to get him at second. 1-1. Another breaking ball. Doesn't look like Dean wants to give Hathorn a fastball here. Wind blowing straight in out there in center. And that breaking ball misses. So 3-1 now to Hathorn. And we saw yesterday in the ozone level, in this particular situation, championship game, 3 intentional walks to a dangerous hitter. Hathorn's going to take his base. And there's going to be 2 on now for Mississippi. That's going to bring Breland to the plate. And John Fisher, the catcher in this one.
Number 5, John Fisher Breland.
And again, Mississippi going to need a single here to drive in an insurance run, leading by 2. Texas going to be down to their final 3 outs when they get to the plate. And that misses the inside corner. 0-1. I'm sorry, 1-0. Hard hit to the second baseman. Aranda fields it cleanly and throws over, and that is it for the 6th. So we're going to head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Texas needs 2 runs, or Mississippi is your champion. I'm going to come back from break early, and I'm going to ask you if you're aware of the scholarship program available to participants in DYB. 100 different $2,000 scholarships were awarded this year. High school seniors are eligible to complete an application and mail it by March 1st for consideration of a scholarship award. If you play DYB in any age division and will be a senior next year, we encourage you to consider this opportunity. Applications are available on the DYB website at dybusa.org. Hop on that. If you want to contribute to that scholarship fund, again, visit dybusa.org or message the admins at the page you're watching this game and tell them you'd like to help or you'd like to send them some money, and I bet they'll figure out a way to point you in the right direction. Now, as we expected, Cree Elsley is going to come out and face the first hitter of this inning at 72 pitches. And if he's able to get the leadoff man Justice Dean in 2 pitches, he'll get to face the second. And a reminder, this is it. Championship game, last game here from Bossier City at the 2024 DYB World Series. We are about to crown the Division I 10U AAA champions here. Texas versus Mississippi. Texas down to their final 3 outs. Justice Dean, the leadoff man, walked in Cade. Here we go. Takes the first pitch inside. So if he does not make an out on this pitch, this will be the last hitter that the starter Cree Elsie faces. And he does not. It's 2-0. So Elsie, when he does leave the mound, will leave to an ovation that he absolutely deserves. Pitch is behind off in the biggest spot of his young life. 3-0. So Dean absolutely going to have the take sign here, and if he can find his way on, every batter Texas sends to the plate will represent the tying run in the championship game. Strike one. Pitch number 77 coming from Elsie to Justice Dean. Lefty hitting leadoff for Texas. And it's high. Ball 4. And the tying run's going to come to the plate, and it'll be a new pitcher he faces. Here comes Coco to take the ball from Cree Elsie.
Yes. 22 on the mound for 7. Thank you.
New pitcher's going to be Brendan Brunner. And Brendan going to try to close this one out. While he throws his warm-up tosses, I'm going to mute this mic and handle something here in the booth. Sorry about that. The iPad I'm over here using for balls and strikes just flashed a warning at me that it's almost dead. And wouldn't that be a shame to lose that if we head to extras? Got to get there first. And Brunner looks like he is ready. Tying run's going to come to the plate for Texas. And then Johnny Escamilla will be the hitter.
Now batting number 1, Johnny
And again,
Escamilla.
you can literally feel the tension out there in the crowd. This is it. That catches the plate, strike number 1. And that floats outside. And before this one ends, we got to give a big shout out to the DYB Board of Directors. You guys have put on an excellent event. Everything's run smoothly, even in the faces of some challenges. And the volunteers, the umpires, the people helping with the scoreboards, the PA guys, all of you. Been an excellent job this week. The runner's going to try to take second, and he does. 2-1 now. Run number 1 sits out at second for Texas. And if you're Mississippi, that one's irrelevant. Worry about the hitter. And that catches the zone. Outside corner, strike 2 to Escamilla. Two. Curveball, dribble to the shortstop. He's going to go to third. Try to get the out there. He beat it. He beat the throw. Oh no, but Texas gives out an out away at second base. Unbelievable turn of events. So Escamilla tried to slip into second behind Dean at third, and they caught him. No harm, no foul. We're exactly where we should have been. Runner at third with 1 out.
Stepping up to the plate, number 13.
Wow.
McLean.
A mistake followed by a mistake. Tying run to the plate in the form of McLean. Big swing at a curveball that might have hung a little bit. Strike number 1. I'm going to turn my mic down because as we get a little bit later in this one, I'm going to be a little bit louder. 0-1 coming. Grounder to the shortstop. First runner of the game is going to come across for Texas, and they're able to convert the out at first. So 2 outs now. 2-1 ball game. And Texas down to their final out. And it's Brady Holden, the starting pitcher today. And what a ball game we have here. And we were just a couple feet away from this one being real tense. Now bases clear, 2 outs for Holden, the cleanup hitter for Texas. Wind blowing in, so it's going to be tough to get one out of here today. But a chance to do something really special for Texas here. In Mississippi, you're down to your final out. You're able to get Holden here, and he popped him up. Foul out of play. You're leaving Bossier City, Louisiana as the 2024 World Series champions. You can see from this shot the Mississippi crowd starting to be on their feet. 1-1 coming. Brunner to Holden. Hit hard in the gap. That would have tied it. Holden makes the turn. He's headed to second. He may be headed to third. They're going to wave him. Stand-up triple with 2 outs here in the 6th inning in the championship game. Now the tying run's down at third base, and Texas just needs a single or a wild pitch to tie this. Wow, and I scratched that. That would have got out of here if he'd elevated it. He hit the tar out of that. Uh-oh, and Tanner Tyson steps in. We got a barn burner here. 2 outs, Longview down to their final out. Runner on third now. First pitch to Tanner Tyson, looking for a single to tie this one. Curveball catches the zone. Good pitch, 0-1. Wow. I'm running out of words. These last 2 championship games have been epic. Misses his kneecaps. He jumps back out of the way. It's 1-1. And again, one last reminder, we really appreciate everybody tuning in this week. I know the numbers have been huge. Well, we appreciate bringing you a quality product. It's been a lot of fun. And he can't hold. 1-2. So Texas now down to their final strike. Tanner Tyson, the catcher. 1-2 count coming. Tying run down at third. We're going to have time called. He's going to step out and take a couple deep breaths. And I think the Mississippi infield's going to come in and talk to their pitcher. As you can see, he's pacing out there. Everybody's got to be nervous here. It's a big spot. World Series hanging on this pitch here. 1-2 coming to Tyson. Holden down at third. 2-strike pitch. Curveball popped up into foul territory. Run out of room, and we're going to do it again. Tyson stays alive. Again, this is it. The final game of the week here. The Division I World Series. We're going to have a winner here quickly. All right, we're ready for the 1-2. Tyson in against Brunner. That's fouled away. But Tyson hanging tough. Tyson was hit by a pitch his first time up and grounded out his second time up. Infield in. They're obviously coming home if it's hit right at them. Now they're backing up. I said obviously. What am I talking about? There's 2 outs. Here we go. Curveball hit to the first baseman. Moves to his right. Fields it cleanly. Beats him to the bag. And Mississippi wins. Mississippi is the champion of the 10U AAA division here in the 2024 Ozone World Series. Unbelievable ball game. And this rematch turned out to be an epic one here in Bossier. Longview, Texas, hold your heads up high. Great season, great showing here in Bossier, but Mississippi, it's your moment. And we'll be back hopefully next year to bring this to you again. Thank everybody so much for tuning in. Thank everybody here at Tinsley Athletic Complex. You guys were awesome. Thank everybody at the DYB. You guys were awesome. Thank our volunteers, everybody that helped us do this. Thank you to the fans that came out. Thank you to the people that shared our feed, the commenters, liked our photos. Thank you to our photographer. Thank you to the camera people. That's it for this year's 2024 World Series. Mississippi caps it off with a 10U AAA World Series championship. I'm Frank Sides, and for the Diamond Youth Baseball Organization, it's been a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.